What are you doing up?
I know it's way too early over here. But, you know, you've talked a lot about just being in the bubble is kind of the safest place to be right now, with the league announcing yesterday that over the last week, none of the players have tested positive. Just your thoughts on the effectiveness of it so far and just how the protocols have gone.
The league's been great. They really have been, they've done everything right as far as I'm concerned. I mean, when you think about that, we're running a village for the first time. League's doing pretty well in city management, there is a lot of stuff we can do here, but as far as our health, we have an app every morning that you have to do. You're wearing bands. Everybody are wearing face masks, when you're out in public. I mean, maybe we should send our game plan on to the White House.
All right, next we're going to go to Joe Varden, followed by Dan Wicke.
So, I mean, we can see who's here and who's not. We can see Kawhi. We just talked to him. See PG.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to play them tomorrow?
I don't know yet. No, we'll wait till tomorrow. We can always go through practice, see what we get down in practice, and then we'll decide tomorrow.
All right, Dan Wicke.
Good morning, Doc.
Morning, Dan.
We've talked a little bit about some of the things that guys are doing. There are a bunch of players in this league right now who are experiencing golf for the first time. How did you find the game? And I know you've talked a little bit about the mental benefits to it. How much, if you were a player in this situation, how much would you be trying to play?
Okay. I started golfing when I was playing for the Clippers. I think I might have played a couple of times my last year with the Hawks, and then when I was in LA, I wish I'd played it earlier, honestly. I love the game personally. I wish I was better at it. But it does, it's a concentration game. And if you equate that into basketball and the focus you have to have, it's also a game of, you don't play well all the time. You have to deal with your frustrations. I think it's good for guys mentally. Now, I wouldn't play on a day of a game in the sun, or even sometimes if you're walking the day before. But I do think it's good for guys. It depends on, obviously if their health is right.
Next we'll go to Mark Medina, followed by Shane Young.
Adam Silver was saying the other week that as much as the NBA has been a good platform to speak out on racial inequality, that there needs to be improvement in the diversity and the coaching ranks and the front office hirings. What do you think it'll take to have that kind of representation?
I think it would take owners hiring more. I don't think it's that complicated. It is in the sense that you hire who you know, you hire who you're comfortable with. And I think if we could improve one thing, it would be, doing something where owners can be more comfortable with more people than that's in their circle. And so I don't know how to do that, but I think it has to be done.
All right, Shane.
Good morning, Doc. Hope all is well. Last week, I think you were saying how cool it was that you get to see all the coaches and players from other cities that you never really get to see throughout the season. And even Eric Spoelstra was saying that he reached out to Quinn Snyder and Luke Walton to talk about what they would practice on in their scrimmages and stuff like that. Is that something you're seeking out, or is it just like I bumped into this guy on this day type of circumstance?
Oh, it's definitely. I mean, we play Orlando tomorrow, and I can tell you right now, I know what they're going to do, and they know what we're going to do. Cliffy and I shared exactly. We're looking at this as an opportunity to get better for both teams, and so coaches are absolutely sharing things. We're asking them in this quarter, can you do this on side out of bounds? Can you do this defense? And then what do you want me to do? I think it's been great in that way. I think the first couple, the first one is a scrimmage. It's 10 minutes, quarters, and then I think each time it'll get more and more competitive. But right now, I think most of the coaches are in the get better mode. that exactly to win a preseason game mode.
Okay, we're going to take 2 more questions. We'll go to Tomer first.
Hey, Doc. Hope you're doing well. I was curious to see your take on, we've seen guys like Jeremy Grant and Tobias Harris use some of these press conferences to bring light to Breonna Taylor's death. We've seen Russell Westbrook work with the NBA on getting new shirts made. I was wondering your take on just the extra stuff players are doing to keep bringing awareness despite, just the NBA jerseys and the Black Lives Matter on the court.
I'm very proud of our players, black and white. JJ Redick has been extremely outspoken. It's what we have to do. And I think we're fortunate in the way that we're in a bubble right now. And so our health is good, but more importantly, we can keep this talk alive. We cannot allow this talk to die down with all the rhetoric that we're getting from the White House and other places. It's just so important. And so very proud of all the guys. They got to keep doing it. Can't lose steam. We got to keep it going.
All right, last one, Miriam.
Hey, Doc. Hope you're doing all right. Question. So with different guys coming in at different times, is that how much of a challenge is that to sort of have that staggered refinding of rhythm?
Well, it's a challenge, I guess a challenge for the coaches, an opportunity for the guys that are here. It's the way I've always looked at it. When I was a player, I was good with guys missing. If I was healthy, I got more reps, I got more minutes, and so I think it's a challenge. It's in some ways it's interesting. It's allowed us to do things we probably may not have done in practice, with different lineups. But I think what we're all learning here is that there's a real life out there, and no matter what we're in, sometimes the real life stuff comes into play, and you have to adjust. We've always been open to that. I think the league now is seeing that, usually if you look during the season, there's 8 or 9 teams that are missing a guy because of a family problem or something. It's just never been done when all the teams are in the same spot. And now that kind of stands out when guys are leaving. So, but it's all good.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc. Have a good practice.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
You and Steve have totally swapped plans for tomorrow. You and Clifford have totally talked about how you're going to run.
The entire practice, we just brainstormed some things. I mean, we're not going to tell every play we're going to run and all that, but no, we share a lot. But you do that all the time in preseason games. Isn't that nothing new? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like running almost like a joint practice. Maybe.
That's what the first thing is. They called it a scrimmage,
Right.
and you tell the coach it's a scrimmage. They're going to look at it